Breaking health news tonight. We're another step closer to getting a vaccine for kids who are younger, between the ages of 5 and 11.
Yeah, Pfizer said today tests show its vaccine is safe and effective for those kids. The company says it's now collected new data showing children developed antibodies on a level that's equal to teens and young adults after 2 shots. Now, keep in mind, this isn't the same dose as what adults get. It's about a third of the dose that adults were given.
So you might be wondering, why did it take so long to release this information? The FDA asked for 6 months of follow-up safety data instead of the 2 months that it asked for with adults. It also asked Pfizer to double the number of children between the ages of 5 and 11 in its clinical trials.
Now, Pfizer hopes to have this vaccine for kids available by Halloween, and today's progress brings Pfizer even closer to submitting for emergency use authorization. The FDA will then need a few weeks to evaluate all the benefits and the risks.
Have been waiting for exactly this news, especially given what's happening now with the Delta variant. I mean, there have been nearly 500,000 new cases in children in the last 2 weeks.
A recent Kaiser Family Foundation poll showed that a quarter of parents with kids between the ages of 5 and 11 that we're talking about here say they would vaccinate their kids right away once the emergency use is granted. However, 4 in 10 parents says that they would wait because they want to see how it worked out. Almost half of the kids between the ages of 12 and 17 in the U.S. now are considered fully vaccinated. That's according to a new CNN analysis of data that was released by the CDC. They found about 46% have gotten their COVID shots and more than 14 million have gotten at least 1 dose of the vaccine. So we took a look at the numbers here in Indiana, and we see that we are well below those rates. Here, 31% of kids 12 to 15 are fully vaccinated. 40% of the 16 to 19-year-olds are fully vaccinated. And you can compare that with the overall number here in Indiana, which is 55% of those eligible for the vaccine are considered fully vaccinated.
And the state of Indiana also released the latest numbers of school-related cases today. Schools are required to report if they have cases, and so far 477 schools have not reported one way or the other. The number of COVID cases among students has dropped over the last couple of weeks. And on the right-hand part of your screen, we'll highlight this area there. That's just last week. Still, we're talking about 300 students with COVID-19.
President Biden plans to lift his strict bans on international travelers come November. The White House COVID team says that's when the U.S. will allow people from Europe and the United Kingdom to visit here once again. However, they'll have to be fully vaccinated and will need to show proof of vaccination before they can board a plane headed to the U.S.